Hey guys, this is the 2019 BMW i3. It's not new, not facelifted, but
it now has 120 amp hours worth of a battery.
And Wi-Fi hotspot, wireless charging, and a nice new interior color that I think you guys will appreciate.
So the i3 used to have a 60 amp hour battery. Then they made that a 94 amp hour, and now it's 120.
Yeah, so they kept upping it every single year as they've been developing the car. They've been giving it more and more capacity so that you can go further.
So what's the range now, the EPA range?
240, hang on, 246 is the EPA.
246. It's still not incredibly far, like doesn't compete with Teslas and stuff like that, but it's a usable range, right? It's
Well,
what
listen,
an e-Golf will do.
I've been driving this all week. I've gone downtown, I've gone shopping, I've taken the kids somewhere, and for where I go and the amount of things I need to put in the car, it's great. It's got plenty of space. The kids have plenty of room. The wife thinks it's pretty luxurious. Well, okay, not luxurious, but it's nice inside. And nice being, you know, they like the wood trim that they've used here, and the kind of recycled material here gives it a bit of a different look. The way the infotainment's kind of placed out, it's different because you don't see it in a lot of other cars. You know, like maybe the Tesla Model 3, as it's got that big honking screen in the middle. This one's got two
really tiny ones.
Well, that's not tiny, but okay, the Model 3 is a lot bigger, but it also has a bit more range as well. But it's
A bit more, like almost double.
It's besides the point.
How much does this baby cost?
This one here is $57K.
As tested.
And this has the Sport Pack. It's got the optional wireless charging, which is a couple $100.
So the base price is just under $45,000, so it qualifies for the federal rebate in Canada. So you get $5,000 from the government.
$50.
By $50, it's $44,910. Oh my God, 50.
Now that wasn't done intentionally, because if you'd gone over, then you wouldn't get the rebate. So thanks, BMW.
Yeah, but this car is fully decked out. The options are pretty pricey, so the premium enhanced package is like over $7,000. So this car, as tested, is $57,000, and if you think about it, that's like $12,000 over the base MSRP. But you do get a green license plate, which means you get to ride the HOV lanes all by your
bonus.
By bonus by yourself.
No, why wouldn't you say up?
So power, what does this baby got?
So this baby's got 170 horsepower and produces 184 pound-feet of torque. Not bad.
Nice.
I mean, it's very linear. When you hit the gas like this, it goes and it keeps accelerating, and I like it.
That's nice.
It's quite powerful.
0 to 100?
Here, watch.
How do you like the one pedal driving?
I've gotten used to it, and I don't really need the brakes.
Steve's never really driven an EV before.
This is my first time. I'm being de-virginized.
Nice.
I'm loving it.
So you used to be AC, now you're DC? So rear wheel drive, how does this thing handle?
Nice. You feel that little playful back end spin a little bit?
Yeah.
I liked it.
I actually drove an i3 in the middle of winter on the snow. It's really cool, really fun.
Lots of donuts. See what?
Kind of. Not really, but you know.
Lots of understeer, but
yeah. So it has staggered tires. The fronts are 175s, the rear are 195s.
That's right.
I believe that this is the setup from the i3S, which has the standard M Performance, or is it M Performance or Sport Pack?
Sport Pack.
Whatever it is, not the bump. Ride quality.
I like it.
Ride?
It's really comfortable. I mean, it doesn't sunk up. Doesn't
sunk up?
Sink. Suck.
Sunk up. Sunk up to potholes.
Arigato. I really like it. It's quiet. It's comfortable. It's not bumpy, but it's I want to say enough, but it's not enough. I mean, it's very athletic for what it is, and it's typical BMW fashion.
Yeah. Did you find it a little bit unstable on the highway, like at 130 or so, like over the speed limit?
What the hell is up with that?
The tires are very tiny, and I don't know. I remember I also found the i3 a little bit vulnerable on crosswinds, like when it was a windy day. I remember
this
moving
gets
a little
pushed.
bit.
Totally. Yeah. But I mean, other than that, it's got to be really windy, and to me, that was just one of those rare occasions. But other than that, like today, It's great. I love driving this thing. You don't have to worry about gas. That's the best part.
Does it feel like a premium car? Does it feel like a BMW?
Let me put it to you this way. So I took my friend Joe Nassis. I took him for a ride. We went out downtown. His comment to me was that, can we park it and go somewhere else? Because I feel like a nerd.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, he's got an S-Class, and he's also got the Range Rover SVR Sport.
Okay.
And, but I don't know. I don't think this is too shabby.
How's the steering, brakes? How's it to drive? I mean, obviously I know, but let's see what Steve thinks. What do you think?
Sorry,
I'm not surprised.
I love driving it. It's smooth. It's very nimble. Turning is very crisp. Acceleration is very linear, like I just mentioned before.
How do the brakes feel? Brake pedal?
I don't know. Like you hit the brakes, stops.
Let me collect my guts for a second. Ooh. Okay.
Is it good?
Now my boob is showing.
I think you're cold.
I'm excited by your driving.
Do you notice there's no road noise as you're driving?
So the one thing that is very important with EVs is because there's no engine and the lack of the soundtrack an engine produces, it's very important for the cars to be very quiet and insulated.
Right.
And I have to say that the i3 is probably one of the better ones because even the suspension, you don't hear the bushings as it's soaking up the bumps. Road noise is pretty limited. I think it's a pretty quiet and well put together EV.
I mean, when you think of the Model 3, because you had that for a while, right?
But Model 3 is like a lot of more money. So yes, it's equally as good or maybe a little bit better even, but yeah, it's like a lot more money. So this is the category that compares to say against the Nissan Leaf or, it's yes premium, but price-wise pushes towards the entry-level EVs.
This will work with your life. There's lots of room. If you've got 2 kids in
My
the
kids
city.
loved sitting in the back, and the suicide doors are really cool.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even show that in the pictures, did we? Let's show you. Lifestyle-wise, this car does it all. It's got everything you need. And
260 liters of a trunk in the back, and it also has a frunk, which is very tiny. It basically fits like the wall
charger.
Yeah.
That's it. What else can you put in there? It comes with a little kit to repair the tires in the front. I didn't really know what that was, and you educated me.
The one thing I'll tell you for sure is that I would have this over the Chevy Bolt only because of the driving characteristics. Yes, the Bolt for 2020 is coming out with a much increased range. I think it's like almost like 400 kilometers or just over that.
Right.
But yes, it does go much further, but it's a much smaller car, and driving characteristics on the Bolt are not my cup of tea. I'd rather have the sportiness of the i3. Yes, the quirky looks, sure, they're not for everybody, but I like it.
I like the i3 too.
Yeah. So design-wise, are there any changes for 2019 on the exterior?
I don't think so, but I've noticed it's got adaptive LED headlights in the front, which I don't know if that was a new feature
I think
or not.
it's an optional extra, yeah.
It also got the actual turning light. So when you're doing a turn into a parking spot, it's actually showing you, hey, Malaka, don't go on the
those
curb.
little LEDs on the side?
Yeah. It's nice because when you turn, it lights it up just that much more. It helps you not run over any animals that might be sleeping there, like your cat.
Really cool. So charging times, if you go to a DC fast charger, those chargers give you about 36 kilometers per hour of charge. So if this is about to do, like, let's say 240, divide that by 36, it's about, what, 6 hours worth of a charge?
6 hours? Really?
I guess. So in theory, if you have a level
Not bad.
2 charger at home that can do, let's say, 50 watts worth of kilowatts worth of a charge, yeah, it'll be good.
But you're going to plug it in when you get home anyway.
I think BMW
Right?
says about a DC fast charger, it takes just over 2 hours to do a full charge. But that's, I guess, a 100 kilowatt plug. So,
Yeah. I mean, living in Toronto, you'll find tons of them. I did. I had no problem finding it.
Yeah, but the regular ones we have here, the level 2s, will give you, I think it's about 30 kilometers an hour of charge, something like that. It's not much, but definitely enough to take you back from the mall, back home, and then, charge it back up.
And if you're working, you just drive it to work, it'll be charged by the time you leave.
The average commute is about, 50 kilometers nowadays, so
Yeah.
You can drive it at least 4 days without charging,
More than enough.
not going anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's usable, that's for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I
And
like
it has a Harman Kardon sound system that sounds like
awesome.
Really?
I love it.
They improved
Dude, it's got bass, it's got treble, it's got
Apple CarPlay wireless, right?
yes.
Nice. No Android
Beat me
Auto.
to it.
It's a BMW.
It's BMW's Apple CarPlay. Well, it's not BMW's, it's Apple's, but you mean
Yeah. But it's iDrive 6, not 7, which basically means it works very well. 'Cause-
so it's actually lagged on me a couple times.
but does Apple
surprisingly
CarPlay
enough.
always connect, like every single time?
Yes.
Okay, because with iDrive 7, we noticed that it doesn't.
So there needs to be a little bit of a bug fix there, but
I
okay.
actually prefer iDrive 6 over 7. I like it. I like
Yeah?
it more. Mhm.
No, well,
I just find it more familiar because that's what I'm used to.
yeah, because you keep getting all the BMWs and I don't.
Well, as you can see, that just changed.
Perfect.